Hello and welcome back to FinchPlays FIFA 16 with Palermo in career mode. As you can see from the table, we're doing pretty fucking well so far. Juventus have got all wins from all of their 7 games in Serie A this season. They are absolutely flying. We're on 14 points from 6 games, dropping only 4 points, 1 loss and 1 draw, but the rest of them have been wins. We've been doing really, really well. As you can see, the Juventus players just tearing up the scoring charts as well. Mbolo with 3 goals for us is pretty good, but we know that he's going to get some more because he's a top-class striker. Having a look at the squad as well, I'm pretty happy with the way everything's going. Training's been going well. I think defensively we're doing okay. The midfield seems strong enough, and we've got some people that can put away some goals up front. So our first game of the episode is going to be against Sassuolo. We did have some good results against Sassuolo last season, so we'll see if we can reignite that passion and do the same thing again. So here we are at Sassuolo with Palermo at Crown Lane, apparently. Cool shenanigans on that. Yeah, the Sassuolo side is pretty strong. They've still got Domenico Berardi. They've still got a couple of people that were causing us trouble last time. We did play really, really well when we faced them last season. I want to do the same thing again. I want to really come away with things. That's incredible from Villalba managing to tackle despite being on the floor. Is that handball from him though? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I want the same thing again. See if we can register a good win and move ourselves up the table towards first. Even when we are kind of breaking through, we're not doing enough with it at the moment. That needs to change. Even if we're getting down the wing and tossing in some crosses, we've got a big lanky bastard in the middle that can do it. That's ridiculous. That's a free kick. Hull Johnson's done nothing wrong there. Nothing other than his strength, and it's a dangerous man in Domenico Berardi standing over it. We know how dangerous set pieces are for us. I think it will be a free kick anyway, but there's a showing of just how much we do not want to concede these free kicks through this game. We know how dangerous they are. We know how easy it is for us to concede a lot of the time. Domenico Berardi this time. Going to get tracked by Lazar, who isn't able to tackle him very easily. And Berardi's going to storm away with it, and that's a good cross. It's a fantastic cross, and it's a fantastic header from their number 7. Absolutely ridiculous defending. I knew as soon as it was Hull Johnson that was stood there with him, he was going to get nowhere near it defensively, heading that. Oh my word, Buscagli not able to get back fast enough. I've got to be honest, Sorrentino, you shouldn't be getting beaten at the post like that. That's even fucking worse, but 1-0 Sassuolo. I don't want to be losing this one, I gotta be honest. Oh, look how much space Donald Mbolo's in. And he's going to get in there, and he's going to put in a terrible, terrible cross. Oh my word. Absolutely horrendously awful there. And Villalba stabs it back across towards Vasquez, who's going to turn. Desperately trying to find someone who's in a little bit of room. And Mosquera is that man. Oh, and he gets tackled brilliantly. Absolutely brilliantly by the Sassuolo players. Absolutely brilliantly. Oh, that's heartbreaking, that is. That's really heartbreaking. We could have been in there, and it looks like Sassuolo are going to break again, and it's Pablo Mosquera who's having to rush back. Having Hull Johnson wildly out of position. And Sansone again, we do not want to get these crosses in. Maybe you didn't hear me. We don't want to get these crosses in, goodness me. It's going to be a corner as well. I think Hilmart doing just enough to disrupt that attack there. It's going to be Sansone that's going to take it. Let's not concede another before half-time. And Mosquero, interesting, but Mackinock, also interesting. Surely you got to blow your whistle, ref, surely. Halfredson with so much room. Berardi able to get a shot off, but it's Buscagli that does his defensive duty well. And there is the half-time whistle. 1-0 Sassuolo at the moment. We are just not being clinical enough with our chances. We're not doing well enough. This lad here, Simone Miseroli, with a really quite thundering header. Kind of things that we've been expecting from Mackinock, to be honest. But yeah, we'll go into the half-time break, maybe make a couple of changes and see if we can turn things around in the second half. Confirmation of changes. Lassen is coming on for the goal scorer, Miseroli, and I'm putting on Choche for Mackinock, moving Mosquera up to the wing, Mbolo into the striker position, and Chochev's going to sit where Mosquera was, just kind of on the left of the midfield. I wasn't too keen to make massive changes, but I think maybe since Mackinock did basically nothing for that entire game, that maybe he's not the right person to have in these positions. Maybe we do just need a bit of pace to break through. That's fine. We now have it in relative abundance, and I will be endeavouring to make use of it as well. Here comes Lassen, the guy that got brought on. It's going to put a great ball in for Berardi, who is offside. Bolo just crowded out by Alfredson. We got to go on the ultra attack, I think, and that is a great take from Villalba. And we're going to try and find our way in here. Chochev with a bit of room. Can he get a shot off? He can, but it's to no avail. It's a ridiculous attempt. To be honest, I was too busy looking at the ultra attacking thing to see that Villalba had actually properly intercepted there, which has meant that I wasn't paying enough attention to really put the ball into a great area. And now Sansone's coming forward, and for some reason it's fucking Vasquez that's tracking back. Hall Johnson wildly out of position, and Gonzalez, luckily enough for us, cleaning up the damage there. And here we go, we're going to put Mosquero through on this wing. See how he does. Good play from him. He's going to just storm along at the moment. Dodges that tackle, should have just gone down. Would have loved a free kick in that area. And at the moment, we are playing poorly. Really, really poorly. Judging our result that we had, or judging by our result, I should say, that we had last season, we should be expecting to be all over Sassuolo at the moment, but that is simply not the case. And Villalba! What a bullet from Hector Villalba, taking advantage of Castigli's mistake. What an absolute rocket from the Argentine. Absolute bullet from him. The keeper was wildly off his line. The pass was poor. It went straight to Villalba. The collection was solid, and the fucking rocket the unleashed was even better. Have a look at this. Straight to him. One touch, two touch. Absolute belter. 1-1. You know, bring players in. Goes another great ball. Hillimark rides the challenge well. And it's Chochev. He's going to send it out for Bril Donald and Bolo. Villalba's onside. Maybe should have drilled that, seen if we could send it into a great area. It's cleared out, and it's going to be a corner which Hector Villalba is going to take. And he's going to swing it in, and it's going to go straight to Consigli. I could tell that as soon as I took it. Straight into the hands of the Sassuolo goalkeeper. And we're going to keep the... I was going to say we're going to keep the attack up, but that was fucking atrocious in passing from Hillimark. And now Flaccari being tracked by Biscagli, our young defender. Apparently too much from Biscagli. And now they're going to have another set piece. Sansone standing over it again. And we've got to get rid of this! Oh, it's palmed away! It hits the post, it's palmed away. This is what I mean about the set pieces. They're fucking impossible to defend for us at the moment. Gonzalez doing so well there. And now maybe, as Vasquez storms forward, maybe we have a good setup. What a run from Mbolo! And what a finish from our Swiss striker! He dodged absolutely everything that he could there, made some room, and then absolutely thundered it into the top corner. Got a bit lucky there, that was much, much better. Turned in, and then sent it into the top corner. 2-1 Palermo! Hillimark, going to try and track Lassen. He does it really, really well, and we're in the dying embers of the game here. Vasquez does well. He's going to send this forward towards Villalba. It's a good defensive header, though. We're into injury time. The referee must be considering ending the game here at some point. That would be wonderful. And he does! There it is. 2-1 Palermo. What an absolutely fantastic result for us. Sassuolo went 1 up in the first half, but it's us who managed to take away the 3 points rather, I beg your pardon, after a fantastic goal from Hector Villalba and this man here, Bril Donald Mbolo. So here we are in the aftermath of that great game against Sassuolo. where we fought back from 1-0 down to win 2-1. Our next game and our final game of the episode is going to be a Europa League match against Swansea. As you can see from the table, we are top with 2 wins. Swansea are close on our tail with 1 win, and Ghent as well. If we can win here against Swansea, I'm really confident that we'll be just fine going through the group stages. So that is definitely what we want. I've noticed here as well that the media are saying that I've stated that Buscaglia has not done well enough. I disagree. I think he's done just fine. He's done no better or worse than any of my other defenders. He's a bit nippier, a bit quicker, I think, than some of my other defenders. He chases things down a little bit more. I'm happy with him so far. I think he's done well. He's not scored goals or anything like that, but defensively he's been just fine, so I have no issue with that. I also quite like our slightly faster setup, so I'm going to probably roll with things a little bit more like this from now on and see how we do. If I have a change of heart, if I feel like we're getting down the wing a lot, I can swap people round and get Mackinock in the middle. But at the moment, I feel like we've spent so much money on Mbolo. Maybe the smart money says that we roll like this for now, and then we know that we have Mackinock, and let's not forget the legend Alberto Gilardino, if we need them. I dare say that injuries will probably play a part this season, so we need to be ready to, react if that's the case. Anyway, our final game of the episode will be up against the Premier League side Swansea. If the game will ever load the screen, there we go. We'll roll with our home kit, they can roll with their home kit, and we'll dive in and we'll see how we do. Confirmation of a lot of changes. Masucci for Chochev, Mackinock on up front, and Martin Ødegaard on as well. We do have a game in the next 3 days, I think it is, and I do believe it might well be against Juventus. And obviously we're going to want a full first team squad to face Juventus. So what we're going to do is make these changes. Mackinock still a seasoned goal scorer for us, no doubt. We're just going to look to keep the pressure on Swansea while also keeping our team reasonably fresh as well. Hopefully we will still be able to kind of hold strong but break the deadlock. Swansea are starting pretty brightly though. Here comes Gomis, but Masucci intercepting. Let's see if we can continue our good goal scoring form recently, as Villalba absolutely storms unopposed up this half. He's going to stick in, and Mackinock not quite able to get there ahead of Fabianski. Mackinock going to try and spread this towards Lazar, who just manages to keep it in. That's always a bit of a dangerous ball to play, but it went all right. We'll see if we can sneak it across for Gavin Hall-Johnson, who's going to put it across with Alba in good space. Who's going to sneak in here and have a great shot in at that near post. Such a danger man from that area, and it's Hector Villalba once again who sneaks into a fantastic area, bullets it across Fabianski, and makes it 2-1 to Palermo. Check this out. Gavin Hall-Johnson nips it across. John Joe Shelby vastly overcommits. It's a great strike. No two ways about it. I was tempted to go near post. I might have actually even aimed at near post, but Fabianski not quick enough to palm it out, and it's 2-1 Palermo. Great ball from Mbolo to Masucci, who's going to sneak it through for Villalba, and it's 3! The first time shot from Hector Villalba comes good. What an absolutely incredible strike. It was a great spot from Masucci, another one of our academy kids, to plant it through. Mbolo picks it up, Masucci hovers with it, puts it through, doesn't even take a touch. It's just a great strike in at the near post. Lucas Fabianski will be absolutely beside himself to have conceded that, but nonetheless, top strike from Villalba, 3-1. We are playing fantastically, like we're making the room. I have days where putting it on ultra attacking does nothing for us apart from overexpose us. Today it seems to be going quite nicely. We will invite Lazar into the attack here, put it into a great area, and I have no idea how Masucci managed to get his head on that at his frail height. But he did leap above the defender there, unfortunately not able to direct it on target. Lucas Fabianski in no man's land. Masucci not quite able to dispossess Angel Rangel. Swansea are keen at the moment. Oh, that's a great turn from Emnes. And Martin Ødegaard actually the one to do it there. And he is going to smash it forward for Hector Villalba, the man of the moment. He's going to send it in to a great area. Makianok! Oh, Makianok, what the fuck was that? That was a horrendous touch from him for what should have been 4-1. But we did, or have done, very, very well indeed. Ødegaard apparently fouling John Joe Shelvey somehow. Maybe he made a sly comment about how much of a knob he is, who knows. Again, I can't stress enough how much we do not want to be letting people in here. It is going to be a corner. I would actually like Villalba to be away here. They've brought up Fabianski. I'm not really too sure why. Oh, come on. It's another handball. How many chances do you want to give them? Sigurdsson is an absolute hitman in front of goal. And he's going to actually send it out towards Shelvey, who's going to drive it wide. I don't know how many opportunities they wanted to get that in towards goal. Here comes Makianok, who does actually manage to send a great ball in towards our striking force. And Hector Villalba doing so well here. And he's actually going to send it through towards Masucci with a fantastic finish. It's our academy kid who made that brilliant pass earlier. And Villalba spotted him in all kinds of space there. He was onside. It was nipped over the defender. And it's a fantastic volley from Masucci. Oh, that's brilliant. Look at the room he's in. It's dinked. It's taken first time. Lucas Fabianski can't do anything about it. All those chance creation training sessions coming off brilliantly for him. It's 4-1. Oh boy. Gomes' penalty, the only slight on an otherwise flawless performance from Palermo away at Premier League side Swansea. What an incredible game for us. Villalba absolutely on fire. Masucci notching a goal as well. Absolutely so happy at that performance. That is exactly what we needed, and it takes us top of the group with 9 points. So here we are in the aftermath of that incredible game against Swansea. Absolutely immense to be finishing that up 4-1 away from home. As you can see, our next game in Serie A is going to be against the league leaders Juventus. 21 points from 7 games. Kefin Asamoah has managed to score almost a goal a game, as has Mandzukic. It's nuts. Like, the form they're on at the moment is incredible, and it's going to be a horrible thing to have to contend with. But the form we're on as well, 5 points clear of third place Genoa. I'm thinking we have a chance. You know, if there's a time to fuck Juventus over, it is now. So that will be for the next episode. Here is where I am going to end this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, please do leave me a like and a subscription. There's going to be plenty more stuff coming, and I will catch you guys next time.